Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. What if I started doing that in my videos? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Scythe and Turok. Excuse, I don't know if there's a pop at the beginning of this, and I also don't know if my, video feed is going to be a little bit out of sync with my audio. That's just kind of how it goes when I record this through Bandicam. But anyway, Scythe news, Scythe talks, I want to talk about quite a few things that are going to actually be changing on my channel, because lately, maybe many of you have or haven't noticed that things have kind of been a little bit up in the air. It's like I've been sorting things out for my channel, and I just wanted to talk about a couple of the series that are running and a couple of other changes that are going to be coming up, because there's quite a few things that I've been really racking my brain about lately, and I wanted to kind of do this video. I know we've had like a lot more of these vlog type videos a lot more recently, but I think this one right here is probably going to be the last one for a little while, because as next week comes up, I'm probably going to be really busy trying to sort out my new computer and everything like that, and just overall trying to get things a little bit more in order. I'll admit that I'm a little bit stressed out right now, but it's not because the workload of YouTube. It's just me, myself, personally trying to figure things out. That's just how it gets sometimes. But that said, you don't gotta worry about me. I'll be able to figure it all out. Don't worry. Now, first and foremost, Mario Kart launched on Sunday, of course. And as you've probably seen, those episodes are extremely short. We were actually experimenting with a new way of doing our series, where the point is that if those videos were, like, let's just say it was the whole Grand Prix, then you would be getting one Mario Kart episode per week. But this way, where we split the video into one race equals one episode, this way you can all overall get more content rather than having to wait the whole week, because now it can actually be a daily series, and I'll actually talk about that with a couple of the other changes that are coming up. Now, Mario X, because I'm going to go through the whole list right here and talk about every series. I want to talk about a little bit of everything, kind of like we used to do with the Scythe News. You remember those? Now, Mario X is lasting. It's like, I think right now we've got enough episodes in reserve that we're good for a couple more weeks. And thankfully, people have actually been like starting to suggest, like, hey, I made some maps. Why don't you check them out? And we try our best to, but Mario X is very unstable, so sometimes it just doesn't really work. But either way, Mario X, I think, is going to be around for a little while. No plans to get rid of that series anytime soon for anything. Not yet. Star Road. Now, we've been finished with that series, like, as far as recording, for quite some time now. And I want to actually take this opportunity to finally officially say to any of the Mario fans out there, because I've been hinting at it for a long time now. I haven't said anything, mostly because we wanted it to be a little bit more in order and official. But what is actually going to replace Star Road is going to be a Mario 64 co-op 120 star challenge. So we're going to go through the whole game all over again from the beginning with webcam. Probably going to be HD. I mean, by the time we start recording that, it'll probably be next week or something like that. And by then, like, if we do next week, I don't know. But by then I'll have my new computer, so everything's going to move to HD. But we're really excited to do the 120 star challenge. We really hope that everyone's going to enjoy it as much as we're sure we're going to enjoy it, right? God, I can't get over how awesome this looks. But anyway, so that's it. That's the big surprise, everybody, okay? It's another Mario series, and it's the one that everyone seemed to enjoy. A lot of people were always asking us to get 120 stars. In Star Road, we actually got to, I think, 115, which is actually the maximum you can get in two-player, unless Koopa works for you, like for the Koopa races, but it didn't for us. And yeah, so we want to try our best to get 120 stars in Mario 64. We're also going to be using save states this time around, so it's going to be a lot easier. We're not sure whether or not we're going to do, like, we have two options here. We can either do it as a weekly series, in which case the episodes will probably be 20 minutes, or we can do kind of the Mario Kart route, where we have 1 star equals 1 episode. That means the episodes are going to be extremely short, but it means that you're going to be able to get Mario content every day of the week. So we're still racking our brains about that, trying to figure that out. Next, of course, is that the Metroid Prime is going to actually start becoming a more regular series. I think either next week or the week after, it's going to be a regular series on my channel. The other thing, too, is with Gothic 2. Now, here's the thing. Because the biggest thing that I've been racking my brain about and stressing myself out about is trying to figure out a much better, like, a better upload schedule based on, like, there's 2 flies on the windowsill. I don't know what they're doing. One of them's huge. But trying to figure out a better release schedule for series kind of based on you, the viewer. Like, I've been looking into the YouTube analytics a lot more, trying to find out, okay, which videos are getting the most hits, which are the ones that the fans most enjoy, you know, because that's, I'm not big time by any means, and I don't want to come off as egotistical at all, okay? I just want to say that here for any new subscribers that tune into this video, because I know I'm small time, you know, we're almost at like 4,000 subs, which is wonderful for me. Like, it's like, I get geeky about it. It's just so awesome. But, so with Gothic, here's the thing, is it's like, Gothic is one of those series where it's more for the hardcore fans, you know, because not many of the new people watch it. And even the episodes themselves kind of, I looked at like the past 2 weeks and they seem to be kind of hit or miss. I know that a lot of the hardcore people that were watching Gothic kind of stopped as it became a weekly series, just 1 episode, rather than where I was releasing 3 a week before, but that just started getting out of hand for me. But anyway, I want to start, like, maybe cutting down on series so that I can start focusing, like, kind of a less is more mentality, where we'll start focusing on specific series so that you can get more than 1 episode at a time, rather than having to wait a whole week. But as far as Gothic goes, I thought about, like, I just started thinking today, I'll still try and figure it out, but what would you think about, how would I put it? It's like, so for 2 weeks, normally you only get 2 Gothic episodes. There's one for the first week, then one for the second week. So what I'm thinking is maybe for 1 week, there's 3 Gothic episodes, and then the next week, there's no Gothic episodes. So that way, technically, you're still getting 1 extra Gothic episode within that 2-week period, but it means that you have to wait a whole week before there's another Gothic episode. I'm not saying this in stone, not saying that's what it is. I'm just thinking about it because I want to be able to have more consistency with releases of series and stuff like that, because I know that there's a lot of people, as much as I have so many different series on my channel, I know that there's a lot of people that don't actually watch all of them, okay? Like, besides the people that are, I guess, fans of me. But then there's people that are just fans of the game, and they enjoy the series, and I'm appreciative about that, and I really do, like, thank you for all the wonderful comments and everything, I just gotta say, everybody. But it's like, I think for those people that are more fans of the game rather than the channel itself, it's like, they kind of lose interest after a week or two, because there's only 1 episode a week, right? So I'm working on that, trying to figure that out, trying to figure out a better way of doing that. Some series will still be a weekly series, like the kind of less priority ones, of course. But we'll see. I'm still trying to figure it all out. Zelda Wind Waker HD. I think that is it the 2nd episode or the 1st episode going up this week? I don't remember. But either way, that from henceforth, like, that is already busted into the roster. That is going to be a regular weekly series now, is Wind Waker HD. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Now, next is the Lego Hobbit. We actually just finished recording it yesterday. Finally, because, geez Louise, that series was lasting a long time for us. Unfortunately, that is probably still going to stick to a weekly schedule, at least until I can figure things out better. But otherwise, we finished with it. And I will say, I don't know if it's a spoiler, but a little bit of a disappointer to us. It turns out that even though it's called Lego The Hobbit, it's actually just the first movie and Desolation of Smaug. It doesn't have the 3rd movie. So I don't know why they called it The Hobbit. you know? Because that implies that it would be the entire story, but whatever. Anyway, it's all good. So hopefully by the time that series is finished, Lego Batman 3 will be out so that we can move on to that one, which that one we're actually really excited to see what they do with that. I dropped my pen. I have to grab it and shake my hair. Shake it! Hello, everybody. Oh, look! Now it's like those anime characters where it's like they're trying to make a scene and they hide their face behind their hair. You know? Oh, goodness. There we go. Better. Turok 2. Turok 2 is probably going to be a weekly series because that, again, is a little bit more for the hardcore fans. Not to mention just me, myself, like, having to find time to actually record it and stuff like that. But otherwise, I've been having a lot of fun with it. As always, you know, it still is one of my favorite games. As far as the recording goes, I think I may have mentioned it already once before, but I'm getting right near the end of the Hive of the Mantids, so I'm really excited because this is the last stretch. That means we're going to fight that Hive of the Mantids boss, and then we're just on to the Primogen's Lightship, which is like the shortest level in the game. And then once we actually finish and beat the Primogen, which coolest enemy boss in any game, I gotta say, rather than, like, the series that's going to replace Turok 2 is Turok Evolution. I don't know how popular that's going to be because it being a GameCube game, it's a little bit difficult for my capture card to record. So the quality of the videos says it's HD, but the actual quality itself is a bit fuzzy and blurry, and it's... yeah, check out the first episode. You'll see. But before we end up moving on to Turok Evolution, we're going to have like quite a few episodes. I don't know how many, but there's going to be quite a few episodes of us just messing around and dicking around with cheats and stuff like that, because I didn't actually do that the first time I played my Turok 2 Let's Play, and I said that I would. Not to mention now, like, everyone seems to kind of be really excited for like all of the cheats and stuff like that, and I just want to run around with the Chronoscepter, or the Nuke, I guess it's called in Turok 2, right? Now, as far as what I was saying earlier about series being cut, Minecraft Bros, we have, I think, 3 or 4 episodes. I'm not sure. There's 1 episode going up this week. And then there's actually okay, so I think we have 3 episodes left. So there's 1 episode going up this week for Minecraft Bros, right? Next week, there's actually going to be 2 Minecraft Bros episodes. And those are going to close off the series. Like, we're not going to do Minecraft Bros anymore. I know that people like that series. But as you kind of have seen recently, like, it's like we struggle with trying to, like, I think the series started out extremely strong in the direction that it was going, where it was kind of just crazy bonkers off the wall, running around, signing everything and saying, like, to do, build ladder and stuff like that. It was actually a lot of fun for us, but that could only last so long, especially it being Minecraft, which Minecraft's Minecraft. I'm not going to deny that it's one of the most boring games alive. That said, whatever. So for both of us, we, like, Johnny and me talked about it for quite some time, and we finally decided we're going to cut it because it's just not as fun for us anymore. We actually started an adventure map on the Sunken Island, and we've got 2 episodes. Those are the 2 episodes going up next week, and then the series is canceled. So we may end up going back to it if enough people request it, but I think overall it's going to be a better decision. Just because for us personally, it's like it wasn't really going anywhere. You know, we weren't really that excited. Now, for Minecraft Solo, like just me on my own, don't worry. That is going to still stick around for quite some time. We may end up moving on from that eventually, but we shall see. Right now, it's at the point where we kind of, like, I think it was it this week or last week? Maybe last week. I don't remember. But mentioned about a Minecraft server, okay? So now, PokeGuy56 he's the host of the server. So pretty much, it's like, to put it into perspective, it's like, it's my game world, but it's his server. I still have a lot of leverage on it because, you know, it's like focused on Scythe plays and stuff like that. But it's still, like, you still got to talk to him about all the inquiries and stuff like that. He actually has a video on his channel right now about, like, applications. And I still need to find time. I've just been so darn busy where you'll probably see this week I'll have, like, a video talking about, like, applications for the server. And I'll link to, like, his video and stuff like that, okay? So just, you can find PokeGuy56 Minecraft. That's his username. I'm not gonna put it in the description, sorry everybody, because I'm actually really pressed for time right now. I actually have a lot of editing to catch up on today. Now, So you may end up seeing this week, by the way, like Minecraft Bros next week there's going to be 2 episodes. For Minecraft Solo there's going to be 2 episodes this week because I need to, like, because I record episodes in tandem over and over, you know, I have to stock them all up. Which I'm trying to work on that a little bit so that I try not to get too carried away with series like Gothic or Minecraft so that the comments can actually stay relevant rather than it just like, oh, I've got 5 weeks, which would equal 5 freaking months of Minecraft footage. So by the time that last episode gets out, it would be irrelevant. So there's actually going to be 2 solo Minecraft today so that next week can be more relevant, because next week's episode is going to be me actually just kind of exploring the server and talking about it a little bit. It's a little bit dated now because I did record it this week, but overall it's still just kind of talking about the ambition and stuff like that. And then the next episode after that is just back to normal building and stuff like that. Now then, as far as, I think that's on Friday, Mario Galaxy is going to be starting up as a regular series. That one so far is just 1 star per episode. And so far it's actually worked out perfectly where the episodes are like 10 minutes long. So that's great for me because then that means I can really, like, the shorter the episode means that I can really push myself a lot more because I get to have a break. As opposed to things like streaming, for anyone that's already seen those, like, I'm kind of a lot calmer and I gotta kind of pace myself throughout the whole video because it can be like an hour and a half to 2 hours, right? But Mario Galaxy is going to be a more regular series, kind of as a sort of, like, that's going to be a solo series, so it's a solo Mario series, but I'm carrying over my persona that I use when Johnny Captain Napkin and I play, like, Mario games. So it's kind of like goofy, off the wall, like extreme screaming and you know, stuff like that, and all the Mario voices. So I think everyone's gonna enjoy that. I hope everybody does, just because, like, that's the thing, is I'm kind of, like I said, like, I'm trying to take the channel in a different direction. So it's kind of like what's popular on the channel, I take it as it, like, I wouldn't say it's like selling out, but it's kind of like, this is popular, so it means that this is what people want to see. So I'm all for giving all of you fine, beautiful people what you want to see, right? So Mario Galaxy is going to be a regular series. Mario Bros Wii, that's probably going to stick to being a weekly series. Like, that's the thing, is it's like, with us having Mario X running, we can have Mario Wii, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, at the other side of the week. That way you're kind of getting a double dose of the same type of game without it being like a regular daily series or anything like that, you know. That series we actually finished recording yesterday. We kind of, well, we skipped over, I think we were at World 5 and then we skipped over to 8 and then just went through it. But those episodes were hilarious for us. So I'm really hoping that everyone else is going to enjoy it. Like, I was straight up in tears in one of the episodes. Just, oh goodness. But then when that series is actually done, we're going to replace it with New Super Mario Bros. Wii U, of course. We don't want to put that on on the channel yet. I guess it's kind of our channel. It's my and our channel, you know? Like, I manage everything on the channel and you know, have my own solo series and stuff like that. But it seems to be going in the direction, like, people really like when me and my brother play games. So we're trying to give more of that kind of content, you know? But for the Wii U Mario Bros, that one isn't gonna come for a while because we kind of can't justify, like, having, because both of the games are exactly the same pretty much. So, you know, that's just kind of how it goes, right? Now, I will talk about more series cuts and stuff like that before I actually talk about what's coming. And I know we're on like 18 minutes here, so I'm gonna try and wrap this up. Freaky Friday is cut. But it's not like discontinued. So it's like, right now my computer, like, a lot of the horror games that I've been suggested by everybody, I would love to do, I really would, but my computer just isn't strong enough. Okay, like, straight up, that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm getting the upgrade. So I think once I get the upgrade, I'm gonna start being able to do a lot more horror games. Like The Forest is one that actually looked like a pretty cool game to me, but people have been saying how scary it is. So I want to do that one as a Freaky Friday. Not to mention, like, we'll be able to start doing the Silent Hill games and maybe some of the Resident Evil games, because the computer should be powerful enough to emulate, like, PlayStation games and stuff like that, and PS2 games, maybe. We'll see. I don't know, because it's tricky. But, so for right now, you're probably not going to see any Freaky Fridays for a little bit until I get things in order. Fear also, I may end up doing more episodes, but personally, I'm just, like, I forget what episode we're on Fear. I think it was the 5th one. And it's kind of like, that series isn't particularly popular, and just for myself personally, it's like, you kind of see, like, in the last episode, it's a lot more combat heavy than it is scary. And I really wish that there was more horror elements to it, you know? But I think that's what they kind of did with Fear 2. I don't remember. It's been a very long time since I played Fear 2, but I think they focused a lot more on the horror elements. Now, Hitman and Thief. Now, these series have, I mean, Hitman hasn't been out that much. Like, I think there's only 2 or 3 episodes anyway. But both of those series have kind of lost relevancy and haven't been very popular. So you're not going to see them for a little bit. But I just bumped the mic there. But the plan is it's like, I already have both of those series complete. Like, they're already fully recorded and everything. And Thief, you know, now I know I needed to capitalize, and that should have actually been a daily series rather than weekly, because otherwise now nobody cares about Thief anymore, right? Not many people cared about Thief when it came out in the first place, right? Because it kind of just came and went, even though I think it's a really tight game. But also I noticed, like, while I watch it back, it's like Hitman and Thief are those types of videos where it's like the game themselves are very gray and very dull in color. So that in turn, for the average viewer, not everybody, makes the video seem very boring. You know, like, it's not the funnest game to watch, even if I don't want to sound arrogant, but it's like, even if people are enjoying my commentary and think that's entertaining, the game itself isn't visually satisfying, you know? So what we're going to do with those series is probably next week, soft release next week, because I don't want to put anything in stone, because I just need to find time to actually upload them all. But probably sometime around next week, maybe this week if I find time, Thief will start becoming a daily series, and then I think there's only 5 or 4 episodes left in Thief anyway. So by the time Thief is done, then Hitman is going to become a regular daily series, just as a kind of like to get them out of the way type of thing, because otherwise, like, I don't think that they're strong enough to be on the actual, like, okay, this day is Hitman and Thief, you know? Like, I don't think they're strong enough for the roster. So I'm just going to, like, for anybody that's been tuning into those series, they're going to just become daily and try to get them out of the way as fast as possible so that I can move on to other things. Now, that also means that for a little bit, there's actually going to be a lot of content coming out on my channel daily. Because right now, I think it's at 3 videos a day because of Mario Kart. And like I said earlier, like, it's like, because those episodes are so short, we can have them coming out more frequently rather than once a week kind of thing, right? So we'll see what we end up doing with that. But so with Hitman and Thief coming out daily, that's actually going to bump it up to 4 videos a day. So, and those episodes are longer, because that was when I had time to actually record longer episodes and stuff like that, right? But as I said, like, I kind of want to start, as a series ends, I don't want to replace it right away, because that way, like, I want to be able to have more regular episodes coming out. Less is more, like I said before, right? So it's like, just as a prime example, maybe we'll have 2 episodes of Metroid a week rather than just 1 a week. I'm not saying Metroid exactly, but I'm just saying in general, okay? Now, as far as new series are concerned and coming out, we still haven't actually touched New Super Mario Bros. 3D World. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. Freaking, you know what I love? I love how the games, like, all those Mario Bros. Games are totally like, it's like the literal English translation to the Japanese title, because Japanese title things like crazy, man. So it's like Super Mario 3D World. I think that's what it's called. That's right. So we want to start that series, but we just haven't had the time to. Not to mention, I think that's one of those games that's already, because of the beautiful colors and stuff like that, like, I've seen trailers and I've seen a little bit of gameplay, but otherwise we're trying to keep ourselves blind to it. Not because the story, because who knows what's going to happen with the story. We may end up having to cut out all the cutscenes, unfortunately. Just because of Nintendo cracking down on YouTube and stuff like that. Whatever. But it's not like you play Mario games for the story, right? Princess has been captured. Or, oh, I guess this time it's not Princess. Well, there's some kind of story. I don't know what's going on. But the story has never been the strongest point in the Mario games, so we're really excited to start that series, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun for us and hopefully for all of you, the viewers. That's a series too that I don't think we have to get like right on the ball because of the beautiful colors that that game has. I think that even if we end up releasing it like after the game has kind of lost relevancy, I don't think that that game's going to lose relevancy, just because from what I've seen, like that game looks amazing, okay? It's much like how Mario Galaxy, I think, is going to be a pretty good series, just because I personally love that game. Okay, and we may end up replacing it with Galaxy 2, but that's very far down the line. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I've never actually played through Galaxy 2. I have it, but I've never actually finished it. Now, when I get the new PC, I know we're on like 25 minutes here. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm trying not to waste too much time. But like I said, this is going to be the last vlog news type video for quite some time, actually, because I'm going to be really, really busy as I get the new computer and everything. Now, as far as the new computer goes, as soon as I get the new computer out, I am going to start a Watch Dogs series. That's one of those games where I've kind of learned my lesson with Thief and BioShock Infinite and stuff like that, where it's like those are the series where it's like you kind of got to capitalize on them while they're relevant, and then when they dissipate, then you can dump them based on popularity and stuff like that. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I'm not trying to say that we're going to dump the series right away, but I'm just saying, like, with the type of game that is, I don't think I'm going to be doing like a start to finish Let's Play. I think it's more going to be just messing around and maybe doing a couple live streams and stuff like that, you know? Also, another thing that I've kind of thought about is with Watch Dogs, it's probably going to be similar to Mario Kart, where the videos are going to be extremely short. Maybe around the 10-minute mark. It depends. I don't know how much you can do in the game, and I don't know how much time it takes to do stuff in the game. But if we go around the 10-minute mark, or 10 to 15 minutes, probably 15, then that Watch Dogs can actually be a daily series again, which, you know, I think that's going to be better for a game like that, like for a sandbox game, because waiting a whole week for it is kind of like, yeah, I don't know. Now, when I get the new computer too, there is the option for Skyrim on PC. Now, that means that we could have mods like crazy, okay? That's the big thing. But right now I've been playing Skyrim on 360, and as far as it goes, like, I'm still thinking about it, so I'm just saying this right now, like, it doesn't mean it's set in stone or anything like that, but we may end up kind of swapping over and just starting a new file from scratch on PC with all the mods and visual mods and stuff like that, because also I think it would give me the opportunity to actually swap my character over to a mage and stuff like that, because melee fighting's fun and I really do enjoy it, but I always play a melee fighter in Skyrim, and it's like I've played that, I put like 300 hours into that game as a two-handed melee fighter. So that swinging back and forth gets old for me personally, just because. Plus the magic combat really stepped it up from Oblivion and stuff. The melee combat, not so much. But that's an option. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll just keep playing 360 Skyrim until, I don't know, maybe we'll finish the main quest. Or maybe we'll just start with the mods and the new on PC, and then we'll do that as the live stream, you know? Skyrim on PC instead of 360, because then we can have a bunch of mods, new weapons, new armor, new visuals, and everything like that. We could also start new gameplay by being a wizard or mage or whatever, and then just in general, I think it'll be a really good time. Now, as far as my list is concerned, that is everything. That's a wrap. We're already almost on half an hour here, so I just wanted to clue everybody in on all of that stuff. And I just want to say again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you all for watching every one of my videos. And even if you only watch one at a time, that's cool, you know? As I started out doing YouTube, you know, I don't think I'm ever going to forget when I had 1 subscriber, when I had 1 view. So even when I see videos get 10 views, I get excited. When I see them get 50, I get even more excited. When I see them get close to 100, when I see them like that Mario video getting over 200,000, I mean, I just sit here going, wow, the power of YouTube, the power of the internet, you know, and I'm just so, you know, lucky and happy that I can actually be able to do this regularly, and hopefully one day be able to make a career out of it so that I can focus 100% on it. Like I kind of already am, but it's like I would be able to focus even more, you know? So with all of that said, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thanks to any and all new subscribers. We're already almost at 4,000. We might even be there. I haven't even checked today. But either this week or next week, we're going to be at 4,000, everybody. So that is crazy. I'm sorry that I haven't been able to do any, like, landmark videos where it's like, oh, we got this many subscribers. Here's a crazy video montage thing. Because I just, you know, with all this scheduling and stuff like that, I'm just way too busy. And I'm horrible for releasing, like, montage videos and stuff like that. I do want to make a montage video eventually, but I'm kind of waiting until I get enough viewers that I could kind of, like, either the way that it's going is either I want a montage video where I would ask you, the viewers, to say, oh, hey, where do you want, you know, this clip from this video or something like that. Either that, or I'll probably just look at the popular, like the most popular videos on my channel, and then Johnny, my brother Captain Napkin, and I can just go through those at our own discretion and try to pick the best clips of it. Maybe just one per video or something like that. But that means that a lot of the montage would just be Mario videos. But anyway, yes, I just want to say thank you all so much. I really do appreciate it. I love doing what I do, despite the stress, but even that I actually do enjoy. Because it's good to be stressful every now and then, you know? Just a little bit. I'm not like, oh, I'm losing my hair kind of thing or something, you know? But either way, thank you all so much. You know, I hope you have a fantastic week. And I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to do another one of these vlog videos. So I'll see you next time. And otherwise, also, check out E3. There's a lot of E3 footage going on right now, so that's a lot of research that I need to do. And Witcher 3, that game looks beautiful. I am extremely excited for it. I know it's 2015, so that's a while away, but I'm extremely excited for that one with the God computer that I'm going to have, because I most definitely am going to be able to play that on max quality and stuff, and just... that's going to be a series. Like, that's going to be a lot of fun for me. Because after I saw some gameplay, it just... yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling now. But thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic week. Sign on and stay epic, everybody. Where's F5? Let me act cool and just... yo.